We are live, Lewis County High School, on a beautiful Monday for softball, sun shining bright. And we are here for semifinal action here in the region tournament as your Lady Panthers will host Community High School, the Lady Vikings, as they come in and the runner-up in their district. So they travel today to Lewis County. Brayley Carroll, junior pitcher, will be on the mound, or actually in the circle, for the Lady Panthers. Behind her, Jalen Ball will be her counterpart behind the plate. Kenley Keltner will be at third, Dotson at short, Tiller at second, and Sophie Stutz at first. Senior Olivia Smith in left, senior C.J. Tanner in center, and junior Cabry Atkins out in right. Community will send to the plate today. Number 3, Anna Haskins will be in left. 50, Cameron Farrell will be at third. In the 3 spot, 28, Maddie Maxey behind the plate. Gracie Daniel will hit cleanup. Number 4, she's at shortstop. Haley Webb will be at second today, number 1. Kaylana Allen will be out in right. She'll bat in the 6th spot. Number 14, Annie Prince will be in the circle for Community, and she'll bat 7th. At 8, number 2, Alana Tate will be out in center, and batting 9th for Community. Number 99, Hayden Moore, will be the designated player. We do have 3 umpires today, as it is a region game, and the Lady Panthers looking to advance here to get to the championship. It has the makings to be a good one. I think Community comes out of their district with champion Summertown. So Summertown was hosting East Hickman today. So maybe we can follow that one and keep up as we go. We're just a little bit earlier than the 7 o'clock start, but the umpires are meeting with Coach Tiller now behind the plate and Coach Farrell. Kind of laying the ground rules, getting us all set up for, make sure we know how the field plays. We're glad to be with you, and it's going to be we're lining up here to get started right at 7 o'clock, which is pretty good for us. Normally we're a few minutes late. If you joined us for the district championship game last week, we're battling that same sunshine today, pounding down from center. Not much cloud cover. It'll be hard on the hitters, hard on the catcher. As we went through the first couple of innings with East Hickman with some tough hitting atmosphere for sure, as some complained that they just couldn't see. We had an East Hickman hitter that took one in the hand, and then she fouled one off her face mask. She was having all kinds of trouble seeing. And then as the sun went down, at least the Lewis County bats came alive. Braley did a good job holding the rest of the game, East Hickman scoreless. Good defense from the Lady Panthers. The starting lineup today for the Lady Panthers, Michaela Dotson at short, Taya at second, C.J. Tanner in center, and Braley at pitcher. Jalen Ball will be the catcher. Julie Roden will be the designated player. Sophie Stutz will bat 7th, and she'll play first. Kenley Keltner at third. And in the 9 spot, number 2, Cabry Atkins, and she'll be out in right. Olivia Smith will be the flex player and play out in left. So defensively, that's about the way it's been, at least through the district tournament. Looks like it's going to be a good one. At least the weather's shaping up pretty. So Anna Haskins here is going to lead off for Community. She's going to hit from the left side of the plate. My guess would be she's quick. At least in warm-ups here, she's showing a slap. And we've got our own Antea Tiller, so we've seen that a little bit. So let's see how it works. Rayleigh Carroll on the mound for the Panthers. First pitch to the plate. Going to be up and away for ball one. Rayleigh, for the most part, especially in the last part of the year, she's done a good job of getting ahead of hitters, and she is much better when she works ahead. 1-0 here to Haskins. He says is outside. That's going to be ball two. I don't think she had to do much of a frame job there. That's pretty close. But 2-0 here to the leadoff man from Community. 2-0. Strike number one. And so the count goes 2-1 here. They've got the field looking great. 2-1 to the plate. Change up, it floats on her. So Haskins has worked the count here 3-1. Looking for something to hit. The 3-1 here from Braley is up in the air. Out into left, short left. That's Dotson. She's going to field it clean. So 1 out here in the top of the first inning. This will bring up 50 Cameron Farrell. She's the third baseman. Probably kin to the coach, looks like, I would guess. That's a good start. Braley to the plate. Ball's away. Ball one. She likes to stay in on the righties, so that's going to, if she can't get that corner, may take a little bit of an adjustment. That ball is outside. So that misses. Count goes 2-0. Guess they're trying to stay out of a pull zone here probably. She's going to slap it to second. Tiller's going to field it and throw quickly. It's going to be scooped by Stutz. That's out number two. That ball, and Farrell can move. That ball was slapped up the middle. Farrell runs fairly well. And so ball hit slapped up the middle. Tiller has to get there and throw without setting her feet. Didn't have time. Gets enough on it. Stutz backhands and digs it at first. That's out number two. So this is Maddie Maxey, the catcher. 2 outs here in the top of the first as we start semifinal action of the region. Lady Panthers district champions in District 10. So for the third straight batter, she's started them off with a ball. 1-0. That ball had some spin on it. But it misses down and away for ball two. As we talked about some as the year's gone, fatigue is still an issue, even though you don't have the pitch count like you do in baseball. As the 2-0 is in to Maxey, and she's going to be way ahead here in the count, 3-0. But we are playing with 2 outs on a pop-up to the shortstop and a ground out to second. The 3-0. Braley right down the middle. Actually, he was not swinging at that one. So 3-1. Gets a changeup on the inside half. Maxey swings over the top. It's really nice with the experience that Braley has in all the innings that she can throw a 3-1 changeup. So full count, 3-2, and she paints the corner on a changeup, and she's going to get out with her first strikeout. Folks, we're started here in the semifinal of the region tournament. And Lady Panthers, Community sends 3 to the plate, and the Lady Panthers get 3 outs. So we'll be right back with you as we get ready to go to the bottom right here in the region tournament. And we're back, and we're here going into the bottom of the first inning. Get a little bit of, sometimes we get a little bit of reverb there. We're going in the bottom of the first. Lady Panthers' first trip. This will be leadoff man number 7, shortstop, Michaela Dotson. That's a fastball down the middle. That's going to be as quick as we've seen lately, looks like. And we figured. Ball's up for ball 1. On the mound, in the circle today for the Lady Vikings is Haley Webb. Dotson goes 1-1. Ball 2 out. Webb doesn't take much time. She gets right back on the plate there, and she's coming for her catcher. 2-1 to Dotson. It's going to be swung on, pop, foul, straight back. Evens the count up here at 2. As the Lady Panthers get started here in the bottom of the first.
She's been hitting real well.
She has really been hitting the ball. Ball down. So the count runs full, 3-2. And the sun is brutal.
It is.
It really is. We're sitting here behind the plate up high, but that sun is brutal. 3-2 to Dotson. Gets in on her hands, but she gets enough of it to get it out of play. Just battling here. 7 looking to be a leadoff and just try to get us a base runner. She takes ball 4 up and away. So 1 batter, and Lady Panthers have a base runner.
Real good plate discipline there.
Very good. Tiller comes next. She looks to slap. Maybe bunt there.
Got a piece of it.
Yeah. She looks to bunt and just gets enough and fouls it back into the fence. So Dotson stands down at first after drawing a leadoff walk. She's bunting. Ball's down. Farrell's going to touch it. She's going to pick it up and throw it, and she's not going to get there in time. Not very good on the scouting report there. That ball was going foul. This brings up senior C.J. Tanner. With runners at first and second and nobody out here in the bottom of the first with a chance to do some damage.
She's done it almost every game.
And she can do it. If the Lady Panthers have somebody that can do some damage, C.J. can do it. She takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. There, at times, especially early in games, Claire's been a little bit impatient. So she's showing a little bit of patience there by not just hacking. Ball up for ball 1. Count even at 1 here in the bottom of the first. Fastball pops out of the mid of the catcher. So Claire goes 1-2 here. Just battle up. Fastball up and away. Claire's going to swing through it for out number 1. So this will bring up Braylee Carroll. Braylee's been swinging it well too. Ball outside for ball 1. Dotson runs well at second. Taya runs extremely well at first. A ball in the grass for sure scores 1. As the 1-0 is going to be in the middle of the plate, maybe up a little bit. Braylee really couldn't decide if she wanted to swing or didn't. 1-1's up for ball 2. I'm going to tell you, Webb out in the circle for communities, not wasting any time. She's out there to pitch. It's up for ball 3. Three 3-1 the count here to Braylee. Webb right back to it. And she takes ball 4. So she's been all around the plate so far as Webb. And this brings up 62, the catcher. This is Jalen Ball. Jalen can also do some damage. Plenty of pop. See what they do early here. That's going to be ball 1 up high. One 0 taken for strike 1. Jalen swings through strike 2. So the 1-2 to Jalen. Up and away for ball 2. Lady Panthers here with them loaded and 1 out. That's going to be swung through. Jalen's going to swing through for strike 3. That's out number 2. Julie is the designated player. Coach Tiller yelling, take it. The ball's in. And coming at a pretty good pace, too. But it's ball 1, 1-0 to Julie. Designated player today. Fouls 1 off, evens the count at 1. Bases loaded. Lady Panthers, a real nice opportunity here. 1-1. Swung through. Juliana's up and in a little bit. But she falls in the count here to 1-2. Webb to the plate. He's trying. Tiller's trying. 1-2 here to the plate. It's swung through. Roden's going to swing through. That's going to end the inning. Lady Panthers load the bases, and they're going to leave them there. So we'll end the first inning here in the semifinals of the region tournament. Scoreless as we head to the second. It's Lady Panthers softball right here on the High Force Sports Network. Well, here we are in the top of the second inning. The Lady Vikings went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Gracie Daniel, the shortstop, will be due up here as the Lady Vikings will send 4, 5, 6 to the plate. Lady Panthers leave them loaded in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Daniels, a strike on the inside corner. That's the one she needs. For the first batter, though, this is the first one that we've started with a strike. So the 0-1 taken for ball one low. Evens the count here at 1 on Daniel, the shortstop. Braley here to the plate. Is in, gets on her hands. As long as that sun's out in center and bright, I wouldn't be shocked if they stay in and on. Because that ball's hard to hit inside anyway. Really hard to hit if you can't see it. And I can only imagine what it looks like at the plate because I know what it looks like up here high.
Some issues with that one.
Man.
District championship game.
Yeah. 1-2 here from Carroll. Is out. Daniel swings through it. That's the second strikeout on the day for Carroll. And I'm not sure exactly where the total stands right now, but I know she did have over 100 strikeouts for the season. So she can get a batter out. This is Haley Webb, the pitcher. She's going to be swinging on the first pitch. Fastball in. So after starting the first three batters with balls, she's ahead in the count here for the first two batters in the top of the second. The 0-1 here's in. Webb swings through it, and that ball was way in. So Haley falls in the count here 0-2. Probably nothing too good here. We play here with one out in the top of the second inning. Still scoreless. It's out in the left-handed batter's box. It's a good two-strike pitch, though. Those first two been inside. I don't know if she's setting up the outside corner, if she's setting up to come back in. So the 1-2 here is outside. Flipped back out to her. So pitcher's going to hit the pitcher. Braley Carroll feels it off the bat of Webb, throws her out. So Kalana Allen is next. She's the right fielder. Two down here in the top of the second. That ball's in.
Way in.
Mm-hmm. Allen's wearing a knee brace. Wonder if that surely affects her speed a little. Never seen too many players that can wear a knee brace and be fast. Not a big brace like that for sure.
That plus the sun, all the battling right
A 2-0 here from Braley Carroll. The change up. And Allen's out ahead. And hits it off the very end of the bat. But she does foul it off. Braley battling back here. 2-1. There's two outs here in the top of the second. Ball's way in again. Goes 3-1. .31. Dribble to Keltner. Keltner fields, and she throws. I was going to tell you, Allen's not slow. She moves pretty good with that big knee brace.
Yes, she does.
But that's going to be 5-3 on the putout. So the Lady Vikings from Community so far through two. They're 6 up, 6 down. And your Lady Panthers coming for their second trip. Due up for us 7, 8, 9. Then we turn the order back over. We're looking for Stutz, Keltner, and Adkins. Man, I know the nerves are high because I'm nervous too. This is the region semifinal game here at Lewis County High School, and we're here with you on the High Force Sports Network. We're through 1.5 here at Lewis County High School as our Lady Panthers come to the plate here in the bottom of the second. 7, 8, 9. Stutz, Keltner, and Adkins. So you got two seniors coming to the plate, as we talked about a little bit as the game started. Annie Prince, the pitcher for Community, is probably outside of Summertown, probably as quick as we've seen off the mound. Stutz takes strike one down the middle, and then she gets a ball high. Stutz has plenty of pop. Keltner has pop behind her, too. One thing about this Lady Panther lineup is it's a good mixture of young and old. It's a good mixture of strong and fast. Ball's hit out into center. Alana Tate going to come in and make the play. So Stutz flies out to center for the first out here in the bottom of the second. This is senior counterpart Keltner. Kenley's the third baseman. It's nice in the defense when you can have some senior corners. And Keltner's been swinging the bat pretty good so far here in the end of the year. She got into some long at-bats in some district play that really turned her plate, I think, perspective around as the season went. 0-1 as she swings through it. She's going to swing through the second strike. Fouled it off. I don't think we've seen a changeup from Prince. Maybe she's saving it. So far, she's just kind of been gassed up and going, moving in and out, up and down, maybe changing a little bit of a speed, but for the most part, everything's been fairly the same. We may see the first one here. It's 0-2 here to Keltner. Nope, straight gas. Fastball up above her hands, and she swings through it. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second, and this is junior right fielder Cabry Atkins. Coach worked the lineup a little bit as he went into the district tournament. And Cabry in the defense every game. Didn't hit all of them. That's going to be a strike on the inside corner. Plenty of experience at the plate, though. Count even here at 1. She's going to take strike 2 at the knees. So she's way behind here, 1-2. Prince here to the plate. That ball's up, and she's going to be going the wrong way. So that'll end the second inning. 3 quick hitters up, 3 quick hitters down. There's a fly out to center and a couple of strikeouts swinging as Prince settles down and works the plate. So we're through 2. We're scoreless. We're headed to the third. This is Lady Panther softball here in the semifinal game of the region tournament right here on the High Force Sports Network. as we start the third inning here in the semifinal game of the region tournament. Due up for Community. I misspoke in the last inning. Haley Webb is the second baseman. This here is Annie Prince, the pitcher. She's batting in the 7 spot, but so far for Braley, 6 up, 6 down. Ball in for ball 1. One 0 here from Braley. In for ball 2. So we're fairly upperclassmen. The only not junior or senior is sophomore catcher Jalen Ball. The 2-0 in the outside corner for strike 1. Braley Carroll's a junior in the circle, senior Keltner at third, and senior Stutz at first. Juniors Dotson and Tiller up the middle at shortstop and second. That ball's going to be hit out to senior. Oh, step on the bag. Whew. Lord, that hurts my heart. I don't think she realized how close she was to the base. So Prince nubs it out there to Stutz at first, and she flips to Tiller on a horse trying to get there to cover first base. She wasn't but about 2 steps away. This is Alana Tate, center fielder who made the play in the last half off the bat of Stutz. Going to be a bunt. Carroll's going to field it. She's going to throw to Tiller, and the ball's going to get away. And it's going to hit the fence and stop, and she can fly. Alana Tate bunts it out toward the mound, and an overthrow at first, and she'll run. The ball didn't ricochet off the fence at all. Adkins was on a horse coming, expecting a ricochet, and the ball didn't ricochet at all. It must hit a post or something because it just died. So with 1 out, Community has their first, that's up. And they run into one another. They run in, Keltner and Carroll run into one another. And so Community's going to have, and she's going to take second. That was Hayden Moore, the designated player, and she could run also. But Alana Tate, Jack, can fly.
She can.
I mean, she was in a hurry. And when she rounded first after the overthrow, she was looking at third, and I don't think she ever checked up, and she was in overdrive. There wasn't no shifting gears. She was at max speed. But that ball didn't ricochet at all down the right field line. And so as Cabry came looking to get the ball, it just didn't bounce to her, and she had to come a few extra steps. So with 1 out here, we're going to get back to the leadoff spot. This is Anna Haskins. She popped up to the shortstopper last time, and my bet is Community would trade it out for a run. Sun's still a factor. Carroll to the plate. Ball's out. So the count 1-0 here for the Lady Viking leadoff man. Fouled off. Count even at 1. 1-1 here from Carroll. Is it straight at Keltner? Keltner is going to field that one clean. And that's out number 2. So this is Cameron Farrell. She grounded out to the second baseman Tiller in the top of the first inning. She hits here with runners in scoring position. Alana Tate at third and Hayden Moore at second. Now, I would think if a ball gets by, Tate's coming. Not out very, very much. Blue says it misses outside for ball number 1. One 0. Strike one on the outside corner.
It's a great pitch.
Evens the count at 1. Not a whole lot different than that first one. Maybe in just a little. The count 1-1 here to Farrell. Change up in the dirt. Good block from Ball. So 2-1 the count here to Farrell. 2 outs here in the top of the third. First threat of the game for the Lady Vikings. The 2-1 fouled off over toward our dugout. Coach Carroll with a bare hand grab. Evens the count at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. This is the third baseman, Farrell. 0 for 1 on the day. 2-2 here from Carroll. Is a changeup, back to her. Just make the play. And she's out. So the Lady Panthers threaten in the bottom of the first, and they can't score. Community threatens in the top of the third, and they can't score. So through 2.5, we're going to go to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless. This is Lady Panther High School softball. We're in the region tournament, semifinals. You ought to be here. It's going to be a good one. Right here on the High Four Sports Network. Well, we took a breath as we start the bottom of the third. The Lady Panthers will turn the order over. We're back to the leadoff spot in Dotson. But it felt like it could get hairy. But we are able to work ourselves out. First pitch of Dotson's in. Under it just a little bit. Dotson's got plenty of pop. Get something out over the plate. Dotson can put it out over the fence. Changeup's going to be hit. Oh, good play by Farrell. She waits on the changeup, hits it over toward third. Farrell makes a great backhand with a little hop.
Sun slowly no longer becoming a factor now at the plate. A little easier for them to see the ball coming in now.
Oh, yeah, much easier. Fastball in the outside corner, take him strike one. Farrell's in at third. Yos is maybe a step in at first. 0-1 taken down for ball one. What's funny is when it starts to really start sinking, it sinks fast.
She got a hold of that one.
Fouls that ball hard out over the third base dugout. Over into the parking lot. Prince still the pitcher for Community. The 1-2 to Tiller. That ball was in, and she had to make an adjustment. But she does, fouls it off. Reached on an infield single to third as Farrell didn't get there quick enough. Now Tiller can run. But she's going to swing through the 1-2 and strike out swinging. So 2 up here in the bottom of the third, 2 down. That'll bring up C.J. Tanner. She struck out swinging her first time. He's got a fastball up she couldn't get to. First pitch taken outside for ball one. The 1-0 here to Clara. Fastball up. She's a little ahead. Maybe a little anxious. You know, for these seniors, you can't lose this one. It all ends tonight if you don't pull out the W. A win gets you a couple more games. And she swings through strike 2.
We're not down there behind the plate, but it looks like that ball's lifting a little bit.
Probably got a good rise to it.
Yeah.
And she takes strike 3 right down the middle, thinking something else. Now, the one thing about Prince is she works fast. She works fast, and so you got to be ready to, when you step in the box, to be ready to hit it because she's coming to the plate. They're very quick to get the call in. And so not much of a chance without calling timeout and stepping out of the box to take a breath to think about it. So she's not giving them much time to think about it. But through 3, we're scoreless. Whew. We may be home before bedtime. This game's going pretty quick. Defense is good, pitching's good, and this one may not take long, folks. We're through 3. I don't even know what time it is, but it can't be real late.
7:36.
So we've run through it. We may get this one in an hour 10. We're bringing you region tournament softball. Lady Panthers hosting, and as the District 10 champ. Braylee Carroll back out on the mound as she got in a little bit of a jam in the third, but able to work herself out. Just a couple of miscues as we overthrew the runner at first, and she went to third. And then we ran together a little bit on a pop-up bunt over to the left side. And that gave them runners at second and third with 1 out. And then we were able to get Haskins attempting to bunt, and she bunted it straight into the glove of Keltner at third, who was playing way in and coming hard. And then Cameron Farrell grounds out to the pitcher. So we work ourselves out of a jam. Due up here for the Lady Vikings of Community, 3, 4, 5. This is Maxie, Daniel, and Webb. Maxie and Daniel both struck out in their first plate appearances. Maddie struck out on a full count. I don't know. It wasn't a fastball, something else. It had some spin to it. On the outside corner and got her looking. We're here in the top of the 4th inning. Still scoreless. Fastball up and in. Ball 1. Maxie is the catcher for Community. Inside for ball 2. We're hanging out in there. Brady likes to be in there on the inside corner. Coach Farrell calls timeout. I assume that's Farrell. That's the only name I got on the card. He may not actually be the head coach. I don't know. I think he was the guy who came to the plate.
He was.
So I assume he's the head coach. Carroll behind in the count, 2-0. She's pitching to the 3 spot here in Community's lineup. Didn't mean to, but ball hits her bat. We'll take them however we can get them. Braley, 2-1 here to the plate. Up for ball 3. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Live from Lewis County High School in the semifinal game of the region tournament. 3-1 here from Carroll to the plate. Is in, but pops up. Stutz calls it. She's going to make the play.
Great play.
Called it loud. We could hear her from here. Called off her pitcher. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Gracie Daniel. 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out swinging. That's got to feel good as a pitcher to get behind in the count 3-1 and not really throw the pitch you want to, but they miss it and pop it up. That ball's hit out to center. That's going to be the first hit of the game if Claire don't throw her out. So Gracie's going to line a single to center, be the 3rd base runner of the day for Community. This is Haley Webb. This is the 2nd baseman. Grounded out to the pitcher last time. Ball up. Braley does not pitch at the pace of Prince, for sure. She kind of takes her time. She's more methodical. Works what she wants to throw. Ooh. That ball was down, I guess. Blue says low. So the count now 2-0 to the Community shortstop. 2-0, hit out to center. That's to Tanner. Straight away. Takes maybe a couple steps and catches it at her chest. That's the 2nd out of the top of the 4th inning. I think that sun going down has affected their ability to see it. 2 strikeouts early in the game, and they both hit out to center field. This brings up Allen, the right fielder. She grounded out to 3rd, but made the play close. She does wear a heavy brace on her left knee, but she runs okay with it.
We saw that last couple innings ago.
No, it's slow even a little bit. First pitch up for ball 1. 1-0 here from Braley. Going to be inside. Taken for ball 2. Top of the 4th. 2 balls, no strikes to Keelana Allen. 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out. It's in. It's in on her hands, way behind it. That'll be strike number 1. So we talked about it a little bit earlier. We got 2 juniors and 2 seniors on the infield, 2 seniors and 1 junior in the outfield. The only not upperclassman is sophomore catcher Jalen Ball. 2-1 to count. Carroll comes to the plate. Change up in, gets down in the dirt. Gets a little bit away from Jalen. And Gracie Daniels going to steal second base as the ball bounces away from Ball, the catcher. $31 to count here to Allen. As they have, Community has another runner in scoring position. And that's going to be ball 4, and the first walk given up by Braley Carroll. So this brings up Annie Prince, the pitcher.
2 outs.
2 outs here. In the top of the fourth, 2 runners on. I don't know what that signal was from the girl at second, but she threw her hand up to say something. But she fouls it straight back. Oh, 1 the count. Be nice to get out of this. The question would be, is she giving her location or is she giving her pitch? But she throws her hand up, and I don't know if she's trying to tell her where the ball is supposed to be or if she's telling her what pitch she's throwing. 1-1 here to Prince. She gives her nothing this time. Ball's pulled hard and foul. Third base coach for Community with showing a little footwork. Gives a little Tennessee two-step there. Keeps from getting pegged with that softball. That ball was smoked. Foul from Prince. But just a strike. 1-2 the count here to the Lady Viking pitcher. Riley will take the sign. 1-2 here. 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Carroll to the plate. Ball's up and out of play. That might have got the truck. Or maybe the first one so far. Every time that ball goes up, John takes a deep breath. And I believe that one I hit something. I don't know if it hit the roof or hit what, but it got something. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Still scoreless here in the top of the fourth inning. Carroll to the plate. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Gets her looking.
Brady.
And that's going to end the Community half of the fourth inning. Is they're going to put 2 runners on, they're going to leave them standing. Man, that's what you like to see. Still scoreless. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Lady Panthers get another chance. We'll be right back, right here on the High Four Sports Network. We're in the middle of a good one, a good pitcher's duel here as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Still scoreless. The Lady Vikings of Community travel over to Lewis County High School to meet our Lady Panthers. Due up first here for our Lady Panthers, number 27, the pitcher, Braylee Carroll. She takes strike 1 on the inside corner. She walked her first time. She's going to take strike 2. That was a little bit of a change of pace. That one not quite as fast as the first one. But she's way behind here 0-2. And then she's going to get that fastball up, and I'm sure it is rising a little bit. I bet it's not flat.
That second one there was the slowest one we've seen from her.
Yeah.
That's the first off-speed pitch that we've seen from her.
This is Jalen. Jalen struck out her last time. So far for Prince, that's 3 straight strikeouts. That ball's going to be out to right and foul. Lady Panthers still trying to adjust to the speed. Got a ball up in the zone here that she can get to. She's a little bit late. She fouls the 1-1 out of play over past the first base dugout. We're just a little bit late. And I don't necessarily think it's because she's so far in on the outside corner. I mean, on the inside corner. I just think it's a little bit quicker than what we've been seeing.
Not used to the pace either.
He says strike 3 to Jalen. That's looking. That ball looked up to me.
Yeah, it looks high for sure. That little she's getting that little rise. Prince is getting that little rise at the end.
This is Juliana Roden. Struck out her last time. Hits it right into the third base dugout. Stutz better have a head on the swivel here, because one thing about Prince, you're right. She comes up there and she gets right back up there to throw it. There ain't much hesitation for her. And I'd say when you get in the zone and you're hitting where you want to hit, they get right back up there and throw it again. 0-2. And that's up the middle. That's a hit.
Up the middle.
There's a single from Juliana Roden. As that's going to be the Lady Panthers' first hit of the game. And Prince right back to the rubber.
So Roden breaks the wall for us.
Maybe we can just tear this baby on down, let the floodgates open. Pass that bat. You know, for the most part, the Lady Panthers have done a good job scoring with 2 outs. We put a few runs on the board this year and started rallies with 2 outs. Well, the 0-1, Stutz swings through. It's up, and she falls behind here 0-2. Prince is, she's at a serious pace here, though. But that fastball is going to be right down the middle, and Stutz is going to swing through it. And that'll end the 4th inning. We're scoreless. We're headed to the 5th. It's Lewis County High School softball right here on the High 4 Sports Network. We're headed to the 5th. Community's going to send up Tate and Moore, and then back to the top with Haskins. This is Alana Tate, who started the rally, unable to put runs across, but she can fly. First pitch to her's in on her hands, going to be pick it up foul. Fouled down the first baseline. One thing about it, they've been behind too. Like they've not been on the ball either. Even when the sun went down.
I feel like both teams are battling.
0-1 here. Change up. That ball was change up hung in the middle. So Tate's going to single to left. And my guess is she doesn't stay there very long. This will bring up Moore. And she bunted the last time, too. It was the bunt that floated in between Keltner and Carroll, and they bumped gloves and lost the ball. Holy smokes. So we throw down to second. And on the throw, the ball, I don't know what happened. I don't think it was in Taya's glove. She went to tag, and the ball came out of the glove and hit Tate in the knee, and it went into left, and Tate was able to score. I don't really know, to be honest with you.
It went all over the place.
That ball, I mean, it looked like it was hit with a bat, like it went that far. And Tate never even made a move as if it hurt her or anything. Must have hit her right on the knee. That ball took off into left. Oh, what a play. What an attempt at a play. Jalen, Superman dives back toward the fence. Ball hits right off the edge of the glove. And the count here goes 1-2 to Hayden Moore. So Tate singled to left, and on the steal attempt to second, ball makes the throw, and on the tag, the ball comes loose and flies out into left as Smith was running towards second to help back it up, I think, and couldn't see it. It went right by her, and went far enough that Tate, the speedy Tate, was able to pick herself up and then make it all the way to the plate. So the Lady Vikings lead here 1-0 in the top of the fifth. This is the 9-hole hitter, Hayden Moore, who's 0 for 1, but she reached on an error. And she slaps it to left, past Keltner at third. And this will turn the order over for Community, and this will be Anna Haskins. She's popped out to short and lined out to third. A Community hitting here with nobody out. I hate those crazy plays.
Just no control there.
Man.
Can't control what happens.
Bunt attempt from Haskins. She fouls it off. And she's behind here 0-1. Taken away for ball one. So count here 1-1 to the Lady Viking leadoff man. 0 for 2 on the day. She's out and left today is Anna Haskins. She takes the 1-1 and doesn't swing as she starts to slap, and he calls strike 2 on the corner.
Lady Panthers this year loved coming back from being down 1-0. That's how a lot of our games have started this year.
You know, that's the thing is I was listening to somebody this morning. They were talking about the old Tyson quote about everybody's got a plan till you get hit in the mouth. You know, the better teams, the best teams, have to come from behind. Sometimes things just happen, like that ball that flies out in the left field. And so the best teams have to find ways to win. The 2-2 is going to be hit back to Brayley. She's going to double clutch and then be late to first. She was thinking 2, and Haskins runs very well. And so she'll reach base on an error as the double clutch costs her. Here's where you have to keep the wheels from falling off. Like, you have to just pull everything back together.
Looks like that's what Coach Tiller is going to do right now.
Minimize the damage. Steady the troops. Been in situations like this before. So the Lady Vikings lead our Lady Panthers 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. They get a single from Alana Tate out into center. And on a steal attempt, ball makes the throw to second. Taya covers in plenty of time. And on the tag, the ball comes loose somehow and is maybe off her knee, flies out in the left field, and allows Tate to come on in to score.
Wild play.
Hayden Moore singles to left to follow, and then Anna Haskins, the leadoff man, grounds back to the pitcher, and Brayley, looking 2, double pumps, and Haskins runs well enough that she beat the throw. So we're playing here with nobody out, and Community with 2 runners on. This is Cameron Farrell, the third baseman. And as far as Carroll goes, you just got to keep pitching. Just don't let it get to you, and just keep pitching. Farrell swings through 1 for strike 1. Ball in the dirt. Ball with a good stop there as Farrell showed bunt, but pulled back. Evens the count up at 1. I'm sure Farrell wanted to see the defense. There's a big gap in the middle as Dotson is going to cover third on the bunt attempt. Fouled off by Farrell. Count goes 1-2. I don't know if he would bunt with 2 strikes. Guess it all depends on how much he trusts his 2 spot here. So the 1-2 here. Carroll to the plate. It's going to be slapped again. Foul out into the parking lot. So we'll do that 1-2 again. Still playing here with nobody out. We're in the top of the 5th. Community does strike first. They lead 1-0. Still looking for that first out. That's going to be in on the hands. Farrell's going to hurry. And so they're going to turn around.
We just turned that double play right there.
Now that's going to be an unorthodox play. They're going to get the second run of the game. They're going to get the second run of the game. So Farrell reaches first as she outruns Stutz to the bag. They send Moore to the plate for the second run. Haskins turns second and heads for third, and they throw her out across the diamond. We came to the plate to try to get the out, didn't get it. So effectively it went 3-2-5-4. So we came to the plate. Jalen threw to third and got Haskins over there. And then we came back to second to get Farrell trying to take second base. So we end up with 2 outs, but we do give up that second run. So Lady Panthers trail 2-0, but now there's 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And this is Maddie Maxey, the catcher. Struck out looking and popped up to third. Ahead in the count here, 2-0. Carroll to the plate. Those weird ones, I'm telling you. In close games like this, those weird ones hurt bad. Count 3-0 here to Maxey. And that's going to be ball 4 low. Courtesy runner here for Community, for their catcher. I can't tell. You tell what number that is at first?
Looks like 22.
22 is Victoria Wells. This is Gracie Daniel. She takes strike 1 on the outside corner. She did single to center for the first hit for the Lady Vikings. Struck out swinging her first time. This is their shortstop. 0-1 here from Braley. Ball's in. She does get the barrel to it and fouls it back over the press box here. But falls in the count here, 0-2. So 0-2 the count. 2 outs here at the top of the 5th. The Lady Vikings of Community have scored twice, and they lead 2-0. The 0-2 is going to be punched foul out over the first base dugout. We'll do that 0-2 again. Braley here to the plate. Out for ball 1. Not a bad pitch. Nowhere near a strike, but nothing that she could get a barrel on. And just changing the way she has to look at it.
She's going to try and make her chase a little.
The 1-2 here to the plate. There's a change up away. She gets the barrel to it. Dotson's going to run it down in the hole and backhand it, but have no play. Just enough on it to get past Keltner at third and out in deep in the hole at short. And Dotson's able to get there on the backhand and keep it out of the grass. And so they're only able to move up from first to second. And this is going to be Haley Webb, the second baseman. 0 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher and flew out to center. Not sure where that was. Maybe up. Like a changeup of some sort. But Webb takes for ball 1. One 0 here from Braley. Down for ball 2. Victoria Wells stands out at second. She's the courtesy runner for Maddie Maxey, the catcher, who drew a 2-out walk. Daniel stands down after grounding out to short. Ball hit up the middle. Tiller's going to field it and step on second for the force. That's going to be out number 3 in the 5th. Lady Vikings do score 2. They lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Lady Panthers going to have to come from behind to win this one, but we're in the middle of a good one. It's Lady Panther High School Softball Region Tournament right here on the High Force Sports Network. So the pace of the game is slowed a little, but we're headed to the bottom of the fifth. 8-9-1. This is senior Kinley Keltner. She struck out swinging her first time. Maybe we can adjust, get a little quicker at the bat. Swings through one out and away. We're behind here 0-1. As we've talked about it much for the game, Annie Prince, the pitcher. She works at a prophetic pace, and she hops right back up on the rubber, and she's coming to the plate. Keltner behind here quickly, 0-2. I don't really know what the rule is as far as needing time, but I would work that time as much as I could. In the 0-2, Keltner's going to be out, swinging through it. The only problem I see right now is we're swinging through them, but it looks like we've got our head pulled just a little. Everybody's kind of open.
Seems like it's being controlled really well by Prince. I think we need to just take some control back, maybe take a couple times.
Cabry struck out swinging her first time, and she swings through the first pitch on the outside corner. And the one thing that we've not seen a lot of, they've not had to play a ton of defense. Now they've made the plays that we've hit so far, but I wonder how well they move. Adkins is going to swing through the three pitches she sees and go down swinging for the second time. Now, this is going to be Dotson, who did hit the last time on a changeup, floated it over toward third, and Farrell made a great play going back over her shoulder. She takes strike one right down the middle. And falls behind here 0-1. That ball's going to be hit out toward right. Hits right on top of the fence. And bounces out of play foul. Dotson way behind here 0-2. Find yourself in a hole. Just one pitch at a time. Win this pitch, Michaela. 0-2. Up for ball one. It's a good 0-2 pitch there from Prince. So 1-2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Fouled back. It's enough of it to get it out of the reach of the catcher. Dotson 0 for 1, but she reached base her first time on a walk. 1-2's out for ball 2.
Good plate discipline.
Dotson can do it. 2-2 here to Michaela. Back up the middle. It's going to be played by the shortstop and over to first. And that's going to end the fifth inning. So we head to the sixth. We're in the region semifinal game right here at Lewis County High School as the visiting Community Lady Vikings lead our Lady Panthers 2-0. We're headed to the sixth. This is Lady Panther softball right here on the High Four Sports Network. We're starting the 6th inning. Due up for Community is Kaylana Allen. Annie Prince to follow her, and then Alana Tate. Carroll to the plate. Strike one to Allen. Allen's 0 for 1. She grounded out to third and drew a walk. Braley gets ahead here 0-1. Swings through that fastball in the inside half. Kaylana finds herself in a hole. Way ahead here for Braley. 0-2. A little bit of a changeup. That ball come out a little bit different. Allen able to get enough of the bat on it to get it back to the fence. Still finds herself behind in the count 0-2. As we're just starting the 6th inning here in the semifinal region game. Oh, 2 up. That ball was on the corner, so it had to be high. For ball number 1. Nothing too good. 1-2 here from Braley. Ball's up again on the outside corner. Not missing by much, I don't think, but enough that just not getting the call from Blue. Wonder if maybe go to a changeup out there again. 2-2 here to Kaylana. That ball was probably there, but it curved enough at the end that it got off the plate too far. So the count goes full. Community right fielders work the count back full after an 0-2 start. Ball's hits off the handle, but not far enough for anybody. Too far for Jalen to get there, and just not far enough for Braley or Sophie to get there. So we're going to do that full count pitch again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, Braley. Make them earn it. 3-2 again. It's going to be a changeup hit to Keltner. It's off her arm. She's going to have to eat it. Allen's going to be safe. Well, they call it the hot corner for a reason. That ball was smoked over to third. Takes a bad second hop there and hops up on Keltner. Gets over the glove as she was fielding it with the glove down, open, looking for it to come off the dirt. Ball got above her belt, and she couldn't get her glove turned fast enough, and it came off of her shoulder just a little bit. There's going to be a pinch runner at first for Allen. This will bring up the pitcher, Annie Prince. She struck out looking her last time. She's 0 for 2 as she grounded back to the pitcher. She looks at ball 1. Lady Panthers do trail 2-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-0. She squares, and she slaps it to second. That's a great play. That's a great play. Headsy maneuver by Prince as she squares to bunt and gets a ball she likes. And as Tiller is going to cover second on the steal, Taya moves towards second, Stutz goes to first, and it creates a big gap in between first and second. There's going to be a courtesy runner here for Prince, the pitcher, but that's going to put Lady Vikings at the corners. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. This is Alana Tate. Alana did single to left her last time, and she scored the first run of the game on that goofy play out at second. Ball's bunt, going to be a squeeze. That ball's coming to the plate. I didn't see it.
Jalen went to make the tag, and the ball came out.
Ball came out of the glove. So that'll plate the third run for the Lady Vikings as the bunt goes back to Braley on the squeeze, and we can't make the play at the plate. This is kind of what I was talking about in the last half for us is because we haven't made them move a whole lot. I just wonder if you can't create some things by putting the ball on the ground. They've kind of done that to us in reverse, and so far we had the right ideas and just haven't finished the plays. A very well placed bunt by Prince. Put runners at the corners, and then Tate with a squeeze bunt back to the pitcher as the runner from third was coming barrel down. That ball's popped up. He's going to call infield fly behind the plate. That'll be the first out as there are runners at first and second with less than 2 outs. This will be back to the top. This is Anna Haskins. 0 for 3. She's popped out to short, lined out to third, and then beat a double clutch from Braley at the mound. Squares. Does attempt. He calls strike 1. The Lady Vikings hitting here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. They lead 3-0 and have 2 runners on. Keltner has room. So Haskins pops out to third again. And this brings up Cameron Farrell. Cameron grounded out to second her first time, hit back to the pitcher the second trip, and then hit it over to first to Stutz and nearly or did beat out the slow roller. And it scored the second run as Stutz came to the plate, and then we got a double play with nobody out. As ball through to third, and then after the tag, we threw back to second and got the second out. Farrell swings through strike 1, 0-1. She's going to put it on the ground to Keltner. Keltner over to Stutz, and that's going to be the third out. So the Lady Vikings put some runners on again, but they only get 1. But they lead 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're down to 6 outs, and we got to start scoring quickly. But we are here in the semifinal of the region tournament. The Lady Vikings lead 3-0 over our Lady Panthers as we come up for our half of the 6th inning. We're bringing it to you right here on the High Force Sports Network.
Tell.
I'll tell. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Our Lady Panthers trail 3-0. 2-3-4 due up for the Lady Panthers. This is the speedy Tiller. She slaps. Ball's up, but she gets enough of it to get it to the fence.
She really is quick.
She can run. So 0-1 here to Tiller. Prince is, she is just not taking any time. She hops right back up there, and she is bringing it. So Tiller finds herself in a hole here, 0-2. She singled to third and then struck out swinging. Takes the 0-2 in the dirt for ball 1. But we are down to our last 2 at the plates. She swings through one there. And that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. This is Clara Tanner. And she's struck out a couple times on the day. 1 swinging, 1 looking.
See if she can get us going.
Takes the fastball. Fouls it off against the fence. Straight back. So through 5 1/3, Prince has 13 strikeouts. She takes the 0-1 inside for ball 1. So not only is, other than at the beginning of the game, Prince has been all over the plate. She was a little bit wild at the beginning, issued a couple of walks. But after that, she settled down right nice, and she's been around the plate. 1-2 here to Tanner. Down for ball 2. So the count even here at 2. Lady Panthers trying to get something started here. We're down to our last few outs. 2-2 outside for ball 3. So Tanner works the count full. Full count pitch here to Tanner. In. What? That's ball 4, right?
Yep, that's ball 4.
That's what we got to. So Tanner draws a walk. And this brings up Braylee Carroll. She's walked and struck out swinging. She's been hit the ball fairly well. Tanner takes off for second. She's up. You know, we talked about that small ball a little bit of making their defense move, but you're down 3-0. It's hard to trade outs for runs now. Braylee swings through the 1-0. When you trail by 3, it's hard to give up outs to move runners. The 1-1 up for ball 2. Lady Panthers with a runner in scoring position. It's been a minute since we've had one. Hitter's going to walk through some stuff here. Gives the signal. Prince loads and comes to the plate. Braylee swings through it.
Got a little bit of it.
Evens the count 2-2. There's one out here. Just head in, try to get the barrel to it. And strike 3 on the inside corner. Strikeout number 14. Jalen comes to the plate here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Tanner stands out at second after drawing a walk. She got rung up looking the last time on a pitch that I thought was high. Too close to take with 2 strikes, I guess. 1-0. She swings through for strike 1. That ball was up and away too, I think.
It was.
It is hard at this angle, though, to tell the rise. And so that ball must be hopping up.
It is. You can see it there.
Because it's coming up in the zone and getting above their hands. The 1-2 here to Jalen. If she gets on the hands, it's going to be over to Farrell. Farrell's going, ooh, nearly air mails it, but Vose makes a play and grabs it out of the air as the ball was hit on the hands over to Farrell at third. And that's going to end the bottom of the sixth. We're headed to the last frame. If the Lady Panthers can't get a few runs on the board, we're going to have to come from behind. We trail 3-0. We're in the semifinal game of the region tournament. We're headed to the 7th. We'll be right back with you. We're here on the High Four Sports Network. Well, we're here in the last inning of regulation. Lady Panthers need to get 3 outs here, and then maybe a little last inning magic. 3-4-5 due up for the Lady Vikings. This is Maddie Maxey, the catcher. 0 for 2 on the day, but she has reached base on a walk. She's going to swing at the first pitch, get enough of it to get it out of play. So Braley's going to be ahead here 0-1. They manufactured some runs. The Lady Vikings have able to score 3. And they've kindly had to manufacture those runs. Maxie flips one out to right. And that'll be her first hit of the game. They're going to courtesy run for the catcher. And then this will bring up Gracie Daniel, who has singled to center and then singled over into the gap between second and third. Dotson able to keep it on the infield. And she hits here with nobody out in the top of the 7th. Takes the first pitch she sees up for ball 1. Braley's done a good job on the mound today. Thrown a lot of pitches. She swings through strike 1 and looked like caught Jalen on the backswing. Not interference. I think maybe just Gracie Daniels has a long swing. The count even at 1 here. She squares, bunches straight back to Brayley. Brayley's got up and throws it away. I'm not sure on that throw. Ball gets away down the line. And they move to second and third. I'm not sure about the throw. I don't know if I'm not sure if it got behind the runner and Stutz couldn't reach across to get it.
Throw first was
Throw.
right of her, so it got behind where she was positioned. And
So the throw was wide.
yeah.
This is Haley Webb, the second baseman. 0 for 2, but she's reached on an error and drew a walk. First pitch to her's up for ball 1. Lady Vikings lead 3-0, and they have 2 runners in scoring position here with nobody out. Maybe, just maybe, the Lady Panthers can get out of a jam. The uphill climb is going to be steep enough at 3-0. The 2-0 here from Brayley is in, but popped up. In that same Bermuda Triangle where you just can't get there.
Falling just out of reach.
Just far enough that nobody can reach it. That's the first strike here to Haley Webb. Takes the count 2-1. And really that's what you need, is a little soft pop-up. You can't move the runners at all. 2-1 here from Brayley. She's going to square the bunt, but bunt it foul. And that's going to even the count at 2. Now he's proven that he will squeeze. He squeezed on the last time. And got a runner across the plate. The bunt was hard, and we flipped to the catcher, but we couldn't get the tag down and to score that third run. Count even at 2 here. Carroll here to Daniel. Nope, up for ball 3. No, this is Webb. Sorry. Daniel reached on the error. So the count goes full here to the Lady Vikings second baseman. Lady Panthers still looking for that first out here in the top of the 7th. She sits one to right. Atkins is there. She's going to field it, come into the plate. It's going to be a strong throw. The tag, and she's out. Gunned. Atkins comes up, sets her body right, fields that ball, come into the plate, and throws a BB.
That was a great play from the outfield to get it in all the way to home plate.
Throws a BB, and Victoria Wells is gunned at the plate. He's going to argue that she didn't have anywhere to go, I would guess. She was out in front of the plate without instant replay. There's no way to know where the catcher was standing. No way. They cannot overturn that call. There's no way they could see it. That's going to be the second 1 out, 2 outs. So the first and second outs is the fly ball out into right field. Yep. There's no way they could see that. Fly ball into right field, and Cabry Atkins throws a BB to the plate. And the wall of our defense stands tall, puts the tag on, as Victoria Wells was tagging at third and is gunned at the plate. So now with 2 outs, This is Allen. 0 for 2 on the day. That ball, he says, is in for ball 1. Kelowna Allen. She has drawn a walk and reached on an error. Lady Panthers not as sharp today on defense so far. We've had our sparks. We've had our instances where we shined, but just base defense, not as stout, not as sharp as it has been. But we do have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike to Allen. Braley to the plate. That's a good frame job from Jalen Ball. That ball was out just a little bit. She pulled it back across the plate. He says too far. The 2-1 here to Allen. The only problem is he's not going to give the inside corner. He's got to give the outside corner. You got to make up for it somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't get tight now. So Braley battles back. Allen fouls off the 2-1. Evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. There's the Lady Viking right fielder looking for the 2-2. She fouls it off. We'll do it again. That was a great play. That was a great play coming from right.
On a line.
It was a BB. She set her body right. Cabry comes in, catches that ball coming toward the plate, and then throws a perfect strike. I don't blame him for tagging and sending her, as it took a perfect play to get her out. The 2-2 again. Carroll to the plate. Allen's going to pop it over to the right side. It's going to be over the first base dugout, not a play. I mean, looking ahead, it's 6, 7, 8 for us. Julie Roden, Sophie Stutz, and Kinley Keltner due up in the bottom of the 7th. Julie does have a hit. She did single to center. 2-2 again. It's up, and it's out to Dotson. Dotson's going to squeeze it. So they get 2 runners on with nobody out, and they're unable to score. Braley does the job, but we're down to our last 3 outs. We need 3 runs to go to extras. We need 4 to win. We're in the semifinal game of the region tournament. We trail 3-0. We're coming up with our last 3 outs. It's time for some late game magic. And we're bringing you this softball game live right here on the High Force Sports Network. Well, we're here in the bottom of the 7th. We are down to our last 3 outs, and we need 3 to tie. 6, 7, 8 due up for us. This is Julie Roden. She's the designated player. She's 1 for 2. She struck out swinging her first time, but then singled to center. And she has the only Lady Panther hit for the day. She fouls one over into the parking lot. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think Prince has 14 strikeouts. That ball comes in over her head. Evens the count at 1. 14 strikeouts for Prince through 6 innings. Another foul ball from Julie. So the count 1-2 here as we're trying to get something started here in the bottom of the 7th. She takes the ball up. Evens the count at 2. Just trying to be a leadoff man, just need base runners. And she swings through it for out number 1. So this is going to bring up Sophie Stutz. Sophie flew out to center and struck out swinging. Ball went up. And the 1-0, she swings through up and away to even the count here at 1. Lady Panthers hitting here with 1 out. We have senior Stutz and senior Keltner. And she swings through strike 2. You know, the as much, even in a game like this when the nerves are high and you're a senior and you're coming up, and if we don't do something miraculous here, this is your last at bat. You get to have it at home. But the 1-2 to Stutz is taken out for ball 2. So she evens the count at 2. But there is no losers bracket once you get to the region tournament. This is win or go home. And we're down to our last 2 outs. 2-2 to Stutz. Up for ball 3. So Prince has been in full control out there on the rubber.
See where she puts this.
3-2. Fouled off. So we'll do that full counter again. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here to senior Stutz. Ball down, she draws a walk. So still a little life here in the Lady Panthers. He's going to pinch run. This is freshman Jordan Turner. Got wheels at first. And Kinley Keltner, the senior, is going to hit here with an out and a runner. She's going to bounce one to first, or bounce one to the plate, I'm sorry. Good block from Maxie, the catcher. That's ball 1. Freshman Brooklyn Krause in the on-deck circle. Going to pinch hit for Cabry Atkins. Up. She throws it away. Hop, Jordan. You got to hurry. Jordan's going to be at second as the throw from Maxie gets away.
I think the Lady Vikings are starting to feel a little bit of pressure,
Little
too.
pressure, yeah. It's funny what happens when that happened to us with Riverside. We get in a district game, we get over to Riverside, and we trade runs back and forth. And then all of a sudden, we start to push and punch things out in the grass and make them make some defensive miscues. And then all of a sudden, the wheels fall off. And you start passing the bat. Kinley ahead in the count here. She's ahead here 2-0 after Stutz drew a walk the last time. That's ball 3. So now Keltner's ahead 3-0 as Prince is all of a sudden started to miss the zone a little. She takes ball 4 down. So the 2 seniors draw walks, and we have runners at first and second. Jordan Turner's the pinch runner at second. He's going to pinch run at first for Keltner. So he's going to change and add some speed. This is going to be Lyric Inman. So she's going to pinch run at first. Turner's going to be the runner at second. So you got freshman at second, freshman at first, and freshman at the plate in Brooklyn Roden. Not Roden, Brooklyn Crowell. Crowell's going to come on and pinch hit for Cabry Atkins.
She's an aggressive hitter.
She is an aggressive hitter. And he's telling her now she's having a little trouble with the zone. So you're going to have to let her work herself into a jam maybe. So but Brooklyn got plenty of pop.
So tying run is at the plate.
She takes the first one right down the middle, and that's what he was telling her. Make her be in the zone. And we get to the top of the order. If possibly could get them loaded here for Dotson. Ball's out.
Yep.
He watches it for ball one. That was mighty close.
About an inch off the plate on the outside.
For the 1-1, Corral swings through. And so she's behind here, but she's a good hitter. 1-2 here. As she waves at it and swings through it. So this is going to be Dotson. This is back to the Lady Panther leadoff man. And she does have pop. She hit a big home run, a solo shot, to tie the game with East Hickman in the championship game. She watches the first pitch for ball one. The speedy tiller's on deck. Jordan Turner, the runner at second. Lyric Inman, the runner at first. The 1-0 here to Michaela Dotson, but the Lady Panthers are down to their last out. So if we're going to have a rally, we're going to have to do it on two. 2-0 here to Dotson. He says a strike on the inside corner. So 2-1 here to the leadoff man for the Lady Panthers. Going to be ball three is up and away.
Great read from Dotson on all these pitches.
Yep. Dotson 0 for 2. She's lined out to third and grounded out to short. She drew a walk. That ball's out to shortstop. She's going to turn and throw to third, and she's going to get her on the force to third. Ball hit too hard, if there is a thing. That's a great play from the shortstop as she was deep in the hole, and the only place she really had was to third. Unfortunately, the Lady Panthers are going to fall short here in the semifinal game of the region tournament. They're going to lose 3-0 as Prince, the Lady Viking pitcher, strikes out 15, and they score 3 runs on a couple of Lady Panther miscues and missed opportunities. So they're not going to be happy with it at all, and they're going to be able to look back on this game, I think, and know that they had some opportunities that we didn't get. Had some defensive opportunities that we didn't make, but offensively we didn't hit the ball very well at all. So your Lady Panthers, we're going to end our season as district champions in District 10, but we're going to fall short in the semifinal game of the region tournament as the Lady Vikings of Community upset the Lady Panthers 3-0. It's been a good one. I've had a lot of fun, boys. I've enjoyed the live streaming of the ball games as much as the girls have probably enjoyed playing them. But I'm sure we'll be back next year and get to do this again, as he's going to lose some players, but he returns a lot. And so I look forward to that. Again, Lady Panthers lose here in the semifinal game of the region tournament. We dropped 3-0, but we've had an excellent year. And we've had a good time bringing it to you right here